Hello, welcome to the Expat Experience. Today I am alone in the studio, so I'm managing the recording and the interview. We have Minna in the studio. She's from Finland, and it was a late night booking.
Yeah.
And then I slept, and then we have a beautiful dog in the studio also. Hello. Hi. Hi. Luke, you're on camera. Oh, okay.
She's trying to give you her paw.
Yeah, cool. The circus dog. How are you, Minna?
I'm great, enjoying summer.
Yeah.
In the city.
Yeah. You're from Finland.
Yeah.
What's the summer like in Finland?
Cooler.
Yeah.
Way much more, bearable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit too hot in here in the city, but
it gets a little bit like a sauna.
Yeah, true.
Oh, but
true.
You're from Finland.
Yeah.
You like saunas, but this is different.
This is different, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't escape it, so it's not as
Where are
nice.
you from in Finland? Like a big city or?
I'm from a small town, but I, of course, studied in a university in a more big of a city.
Yeah. What did you study?
Languages, majoring in French, but
Okay.
for my master's degree, I also have Hungarian as my minor subject.
And why is that? Hungarian?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I stumbled upon, while traveling through Europe, stopped for a couple of days here in Budapest and met my partner. And that just happened to be a good timing.
Yeah.
And I just started my master's back in Finland. And in Finland, because Finnish and Hungarian are related languages, so then they are enforcing it's really easy to pick up Hungarian even at university.
And you feel that this is true? You mean it's easy to pick up the subject?
It's easy to pick up the subject. Hungarian, no.
It's not easy to pick up the language.
No,
actually.
definitely not.
Even if you finish.
Yeah, even.
Yeah. See, when I came here, and I heard the language the first time, it has the same tone somehow, like our languages, you know, like the Northern.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they're speaking Swedish backwards.
Yeah.
But then when I replayed the words that I thought I heard, this is nonsense. No, they cannot have said that.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention and you just hear somebody talk and then you were like, wait a minute, were they talking?
Yeah, the familiar sounds, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's but they couldn't have said that because that's really rude, or, what I heard in my head right now, no.
Yeah. So the similarities lay basically in grammar, but there's a lot of false friends. So you think it works the same way and then it doesn't.
Okay.
So
confusing. So what level are you on now?
I'm on a small talk level. I'll get by in the city if I have to.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been here for quite some time, and I felt, okay, maybe I should learn Hungarian. I feel ready, and it would be fun. And then I downloaded Duolingo, and I did this the initial test,
Yeah.
And I failed so hard, and it was so tiring. This little test, I got so tired. I thought, whoa, this is really, really hard.
It is, yeah. That's what it is. It takes so much more energy, and you need to invest yourself fully.
Yeah, I think. But for most languages, I think you really have to.
That's true for any language.
Yeah, you cannot just sit there and do some random stuff on Duolingo and think that you can speak the language. It's not possible.
But it really affects your experience in town, I think. For example, customer service, because I have a lot of friends coming visit, and we sometimes do I let them go first and then I come next, but they see that we're the same company, and then they're this side of relief that they're
you speak my language. Yeah. I mean, I think I noticed this as well. I was working in a cafe, and most people, Hungarian or non-Hungarian, are comfortable with English-speaking stuff, you know. But maybe some of the older generation, they're absolutely not comfortable, and some of them would just, you know, look at me and then they would leave, like. They're like, wait, we can solve it, you know, like coffee. It's very easy. You just point and that's it. But they're and then they left, and I thought that this is not good, you know.
Yeah, with younger generation, it works. They're more. The English is more emphasized in school, but I think for older generations, they've learned like rather German or well, they've been forced to learn Russian and all that. So like they've been taught different languages.
So French, Hungarian. Any other languages?
Yeah, I don't know if they're worth mentioning because I'm not fluent.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, but of course, like when you come from Finland, like you go through mandatory of Swedish for 6 years.
It's incredible. So in Finland, this is the only country in the world that is studying Swedish.
Mandatory.
Mandatory, Do you know the reason for this?
Because it's our other official language.
But why?
Because we still have Swedish-speaking like people that have that as their mother tongue.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's just so strong. It's part of the history. So.
In which part of Finland is it?
It's of course the western coast.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So next to Sweden.
Next to Sweden.
Yeah. Who are still mainly like even like fully just Swedish speaking. But yeah, it's just big part of history, and like when Finland was founded, it was all in Swedish. So
that's why.
Yeah, and of course there've been a lot of discussion like for the past 20 or more years to give that up. Like why would you study Swedish?
The past 20, still that's a long time to discuss it.
Yeah. But still, they haven't given it up.
Yeah.
Because, well, they're saying now, of course, that you can just, like, pick another language.
Personally, what do you think? Like, should you keep studying it for the sake of history and tradition, or do you think that it's a waste of time? I mean,
it's a waste of time for those people who don't like languages and find it so hard, like, because you have all the subjects at school, the ones you like and when you don't. And when you're not motivated, you're not gonna learn, and you're gonna grow bitter of like all this, like they forced you through this.
Yeah, because you have this dumb subject, like why am I learning Swedish?
Yeah, that's it for many people. So
rather Swedish comes before English.
Yes, or at the same time.
Okay. What year did you start to study English in Finland?
I was like in the 3rd grade, so like 10 years old.
Yeah, right? Yeah, same like in Sweden. Yeah. We start from 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you came, then how fresh are you in Hungary?
I'm about 10 months in.
Okay. 10 months?
Yeah.
So what have you been up to here? You said you didn't study your master here.
No.
No.
So, well, I've been coming in and out of Hungary for the past 4 years.
Okay.
But now I just officially moved here last August. Last...
It's all the time you came in and out because of your partner?
Yes.
So wait, you came to Budapest for 2 days?
4 years ago.
4 years ago, you met this guy. In these 2 days? 2 days. Takes only 2 days for love in Budapest. Wow.
Well, I need to give credit for couch surfing.
Okay. Couch surfing, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
And you're still together?
Yes.
Yeah? And did he come to Finland and then you came here, or it's...
Yeah.
All, yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
And sometimes like somewhere on the 3rd place to kind of mix it up.
Yeah, to make it more interesting.
Yeah. Refreshing as well.
Okay, so 10 months in Budapest.
Yeah. And I was just actually finishing my thesis. I had done all the things I needed to do for school otherwise, so I was basically like on a writing holiday.
Yeah.
So just going to the library every day.
Which library?
Well, I'm going to this really small one at Királyhágótér, which is like close to our home. And then if I want to go downtown, then like this big library near Kalvintér.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you live, in which area?
I live in the 11th district.
Yeah. I
So at Buda.
Yeah, down by Moritz, Sigmund and...
Yeah, but a bit up. But yeah,
Okay.
around that area. Yeah.
I used to live there also. It's quite nice actually.
Yeah.
I really like it there.
And it's more like we first were here at...
The 7th?
Yeah, or 8th,
Yeah.
somewhere there. So it was so much more hectic. So I prefer Buda, and we have like even small garden and everything. So
Wow,
which is perfect for the dog.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would love to have a little garden.
Yeah.
That would be. I just put a lot of plants now on my balcony. And I'm like, garden.
Yeah.
It's great.
So yeah, basically, after I finished my thesis and then I graduated, so now I'm looking for work. So in between writing applications and like just searching and searching and searching, I can do a bit gardening, which is so refreshing.
Yeah,
so.
that's great actually for your mind.
And the
So
the harvest or the season here, like the warm season is so much more longer. It's like twice as long as in Finland, so you could actually
you can
do
grow
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, this time I missed the tomato season apparently, but it's not hard to grow tomatoes here.
Yeah.
You can really,
Our tomatoes are now like ripe.
Yay! It's great.
Yeah.
So how do you find the job search situation here in general?
Well, it's a big city, like compared to, I've only looked for work previously in Finland, where everything is like so much more smaller scale. So you can even go directly to the company to have like a feel to talk about the position, like what is, like if you're really even interested before you apply. But here, I tried to do the same, but they just like told like, no, we can't let you in, like you use the portals, like the platforms as everybody else, so.
It's very formal here and very like distant somehow.
Yeah.
Like you go through everything online,
Yeah.
you don't speak
Yeah,
to a real person,
Yeah.
maybe until the last minute.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like, well, because of being a foreigner, like most of the jobs you apply are in a big concern like big firms.
Yeah.
It is global.
Yeah.
Which of course have these like long procedures for recruitment, and yeah, so I think that's just also what applies for them.
Yeah. The competition is hard. There's a lot of people applying for the same.
Yeah. So yeah, also
are there
that.
Any Finnish speaking opportunities?
There is, and I think like that's my best.
Because there are not that many.
That's my
Finnish
niche.
people. Yeah, same for me. Like it's quite easy to get a job as a Swedish-speaking person if you apply for those positions, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's not that many. Most of the Swedish people who come here, they go to the vet university, so they're not here for working.
Yeah.
So I was basically alone.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, do you want to come work here?" It's like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, and it's so funny that these jobs exist here.
Well, I mean, it's quite logical or natural because it's much easier, much cheaper.
Yeah.
I know there's a Swedish company here who set up the whole corporation here because it's just much cheaper to operate from here, much cheaper to pay employees and stuff.
Yeah, it's that, or they're here or either they're in Poland.
Yeah, true.
At least there's a lot of Finnish companies in Poland rather. But I was positively surprised. So there's more opportunities here, but also more competition.
Yeah, true. There's like very, very different opportunities as well.
Yeah.
I would always say that in Sweden, it's harder to try something new. Like you have your education or you have your previous work experience. You will stay in that lane somehow of work in that field. Maybe move around a little bit within that, but here I really feel that it also depends on your personality, on your motivation. That you can also bring other things to the table that will contribute to the decision if you can fit for the role or not.
Yeah, and I think like since I've applied for like a couple of these like Finnish-speaking positions, so they actually emphasize so much the language skill, and then they're like, okay, we'll teach you all the rest.
Everything else.
Yeah. And most of the jobs, on the requirements, they say college degree. And they they don't even specify in which field or anything. So it's like, yeah, okay, I got 2, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, actually, you just need to have finished school.
Yeah.
And not even a bachelor or anything. Yeah, I mean, for highly educated people, it's almost like you're downgrading yourself.
Yeah.
Here, because here it's more emphasis on the language skills and these kind of things, because like whatever field you're in, you know, there are not any Finnish-speaking positions for that here.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
would be in Finland, but then the competition is much, much higher in Finland. So there's a lot of highly educated people here that are working in customer service, for example.
Yeah. That's true. I recognize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't think that people come here mainly for work or to, you know, to get the best job in the world. I think they come for another reason.
Yeah.
What do you like the most about Budapest?
Well, just probably the first thing that comes to mind, it's just like all the diversity. So there's a lot of good food and just so much great culture, and of course the weather. It's nicer compared to the north.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big plus, that it's warmer. But of course, like to the city, I also hated to be here during the summer months. I would rather spend them in Finland, get the best of the both worlds.
Yeah. In the summertime here, I really miss Sweden.
Yeah.
Because it's just nothing can compare to the northern summers, honestly.
Yeah, and back home, like you have your own cottage, and everything is like at the lakeside, and like here I just struggle to find somewhere where I can go freely to swim.
Yeah.
That I don't have to pay. Like I don't need a swim pool. I just want a lake that I can do.
Yeah, it's different because we are used to. Do you also have this in Finland, that it's like all land, this free land? Basically? Yeah.
Like every man's right.
Yeah, every man's right. And here, it's harder for us to adapt. You know, that you have to get permission for everything, to camp here or go there, or you have to pay entrance for everything. Because maybe we're spoiled.
Yeah. That might
actually
be very true.
Yeah, but also I don't believe really in, you know, separating every area and being so strict with everything. I think because in Sweden and I guess in Finland also it works, you know.
Yeah.
Like, people are taking care of the nature. Nobody's disturbing anybody else.
Yeah.
So we're quite polite and we take care of ourselves.
And with everything, like the bureaucracy and just like everything, like I feel like I just simply can't compare it to Finland because it's just a bit unfair.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally different. I would also not say that I would compare the system here to Sweden. And I think maybe for us it's complicated because in our countries you're born into the system and it's like everything just runs by itself, you know. I never had anything to do with the government or whatever in Sweden. And then when you move abroad, for me it was the same in Germany. When I lived in Germany, I was just sitting there in the Bürgeramt and I was like, oh, this is terrible. Like, you have to sit one whole day to wait for some guy to give you a stamp. And
exactly, yeah. I spent a couple of months in France and it's the worst to get all that administrational and just like the official things sorted out and cleared. And I was like, yeah, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, and then you did. You went to Hungary.
Yeah, but like France would be one of the worst.
Yeah.
Like as like French-speaking countries, like I ended up going to Canada just to avoid the entire administrational battle.
Went to Canada.
Yeah, and that was a lot of also things to sort out, but like visa and everything.
But at least it was in English.
It was in French.
Oh, then.
But because I went to the
French part.
French-speaking part. Yes.
Yeah.
But still, like, it felt kind of good when all my other like student like friends went to France, and then I felt that kind of just a little bit good that I didn't do the mistake of going there, because they were complaining so much of going to these different offices and just like how awful like everything, like you need to go and queue for everything and just like it might not work out and just
that's the uncertainty as well when you arrive. Was like, I think I have all my documents, but I don't know, and there's nobody to confirm it until the last minute, and then they're like, sorry, you're missing a paper, please come back.
Or like
that's it.
That's like, no, you go to the next level, like go to the second floor, and then you go there and they tell you to go to the first floor. And
okay, I don't want to talk about it. I get so upset. So, anyways, are you ready for a little game show? I will not ask you all of these questions because it's just too much.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, let's do it like that. I will put these away.
Okay.
Because we just take it easy today. So this is, I hope you didn't watch the whole video that I promoted.
I did.
You did?
I
Do you
did.
remember the answers of the questions?
Probably. But I would have, But I knew the answers before.
You know all of them?
Let's see. I might struggle in the pressure.
Remember you're live and you're like, you have to prove your 10 months of knowledge in this country. So, Minna has been here for 10 months. It seems like, so honestly, I didn't change the questions from last week. So she was clever, she checked them, and she knows them already. But let's see, maybe she will struggle here in the pressure and the heat of the studio. I will start. Are you ready?
Yes. A bit nervous, but
yeah. So, in which church can you see the mummified hand of Hungary's first king?
St. István, so St. Stephen Basilica.
Yes. Yeah. Close. Okay, here's the relaxed one. Which is the biggest lake in Hungary?
Balaton.
Yeah. How many letters are in the Hungarian alphabet?
44.
Okay, of course you know this one. It doesn't even, okay, this one doesn't count. She's studying Hungarian very well. What well-known festival is held on an island in August?
Szeged.
Yes. Are you going?
No.
No?
I applied a couple of years back to be volunteer, but then because I wasn't living here, and they interview each and every person that apply, which is enormous amount of people. And it would have been, I think, like end of May or June or something, and like I was coming here like couple days after, so I missed it. But they have great platform if anybody else wants to apply and go to volunteer to any of the millions of great festivals they do here in this country. Apply, like go to that platform because they apply through that
you
for
should start
all
working for them. Like, I mean, you know a lot of languages, and you seem that you really like them, or their platform at least. You should try to apply for a job. I really. Anyways, what are the colors of the Hungarian flag? And tell them in order.
So up is red, white, and green.
Okay, I don't remember the order, but let's say you're right. Which drink is, according to Hungarians, the cure of all pains?
Pálinka.
Pálinka. Do you like it?
It's taken time to get used to.
You're on TV.
I know.
Do you like it?
Yes. But being used to rather vodka, it requires you'll get used to it. But I've had really good ones as well, made at home.
There are actually a very big quality difference. Yeah. Question: which country drinks more vodka, Finland or Russia?
Russia.
Okay, it's Russia.
Yeah. I'd say that. Yeah. But yeah, when I watched the video, actually, I would have, my first guess would have been Pálinka for this, but then I was thinking about Unicum as well, because that's like advertised as a merchandise from here. That is like, that's used as a medication or medicine.
If you're sick, like if you have a sore throat or something, then.
But from my personal experience, like if you have any ache, no, but like if you have anything going on, like if you have any if you tell that to a Hungarian, like they're gonna give you a shot of balinka and tell like it's gonna go away.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine
So
now.
yeah.
True. Oh. So, when is the Hungarian National Day?
20th of August.
You're damn good.
But with that one as well, like again, like I because I watched the video and my first question would have been like which national day, because they have like so many national holidays or like with the revolutions and everything. So like I feel like there's so many celebrations that I wasn't like sure that well which is the one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But then you watched you heard the answer and you're like,
yeah.
I remember. So what happened in Hungary in 1956?
1956, the revolution.
Yeah, you just mentioned it. And which is the most visited museum in Budapest?
The Flipper.
She remembers. Okay, I have to change my questions for next week. This was a mistake, obviously, but she's also very clever, Minna.
I wanted to see what I was getting, like signing myself up to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's why I also posted the video that, you know, this is how it looks like. It's okay. It's not a big deal. But yeah, it's my mistake. I didn't change the questions because I would have forgotten. I would have forgotten the answer. I do these questions every week and I still forget the answers. So yeah, exams are not my thing.
Maybe you should have like different questions, like
different. Yeah, I mean,
according to people's like how long they've been here or something, so you can expect different kind of answers from different people.
All right, I will work on that. We're gonna finish this interview now, I think, because we are running. We actually talked for a very long time. That's nice. It was nice to see you. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. And if you want to join the Expat Experience with new questions for next week, please let me know. It would be cool to meet more people here in the studio. And now, I'm gonna close our video like this. It didn't work.